No.
No! No!
What?
Because I was married for 2 fucking years!
You're a cunt, Brian.
Fuck you, Carmen.
You're a cunt, Brian.
No, sir, I don't like it. No, sir, I don't like it.
Fuck you, Carmen.
You're a cunt, Brian.
No, sir, I don't like it.
Yeah, no problem.
What's up, everybody? It's episode 120 of No Sir, I Don't Like It. I'm Carmen Morales. With me, as always, the very funny Brian Vokey.
Hey, what up? For real, though. I'm a man now.
Is that what happened?
In between episode 119 and 120, I hit puberty. So.
You're being really intimidating.
Yeah, don't worry, bro. I won't hurt you. You're cool.
Thank you.
You're cool, dude. You're cool.
He picks and chooses.
Cool.
Yeah.
And that is the voice of our lovely special guest, Mr. Jason Collings. What's up, dude?
How are you?
I'm solid.
You're solid.
I
It
am.
almost sounded like you said salad. I'm so salad right now. It's
I'm
like this,
salad.
Is that a new kid thing that I'm missing out on? Salad.
So this podcast is brought to you by Coco Anal Life.
That's not true. That's we didn't get any money from these people. I have a CBD coconut oil that I gave to
me.
Yeah, but you got to fake it till you make it, you know?
And then it says anal life on
Dress
it.
for the job you
And,
want. I want a Coco
yeah,
Anal Life.
It's like Coco Anna Life.
Okay.
Anna Life.
Anal Life.
Yeah. Hi.
Anal life.
Hello.
Wow.
She's bringing
There you
presents.
go. Maria Bamford, everybody. Merch provider extraordinaire.
That's great.
Maria Bamford, everybody.
See, we were just killing time for that
Right.
pre-planned cameo. That's why it started so slow, folks. This is a very... I'm going to drink this.
I thought that was for him.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
don't drink soda.
Huh?
I don't drink soda.
This is water.
It's
La Croix.
lying to me.
It's soda water.
It's La Croix. You've never had La Croix before?
No.
It's like some white people shit. I can't believe you've never heard of
Is
it. It's like
Croix or
Pellegrino.
Croix?
It's,
I mean,
it's
some people
LaCroix.
say both.
My oldest drinks this stuff.
The way you said son, there
It's
was some
sparkling
disappointment
water.
in
Yeah,
the
my-
way you pronounce son.
My fucking son
My
likes that
son.
song.
What does your son do?
He actually owns and operates a CBD store in Arkansas.
Wait, he lives
Really?
in Arkansas?
Yeah.
What brought him out there? Just away from you?
The business.
Oh.
And that probably too. Probably to get away from dad. Was getting on his case for smoking weed in the house, and
So-
now he's making money doing it.
So this, because we were talking earlier, and Jason is born and raised Long Beach. So now I'm interested in this whole idea of people who do the opposite immigration, where they go L.A. to Arkansas.
Yeah,
Because
right.
usually people are
Yeah,
going
it's the
from
other way
Arkansas.
around. Yeah, it's the
He's-
other way around.
He's gotten into the vape industry, and he's got a buddy who's got some money, and they invested, and they did some research and found that Arkansas was in need of that industry, and now they have the biggest vape shop over there as
Wait,
well.
I thought it was illegal still.
called Vape City, Arkansas. No, not vape, just like the regular flavoring vape, whatever.
Yeah,
that
just
is.
like just
Oh, okay.
nicotine vape.
But now it's just recently CBD is now legal there, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
and they're opening another shop that's a CBD shop.
Wow.
Yeah, but he does run one of the biggest vape shops on that area.
Does he have a lot of like Old English tattoos? Old
No, he
English
doesn't.
font?
Is he like a drug
he
lord?
Has one tattoo on his hand, but I'm not sure what it. I don't know what it is. These kids, you know.
These kids and their fucking
That is a
tattoos.
weird thing about the youth now that they start with the hand.
Yeah.
That's a
Also-
wild thing.
Yeah,
Also-
it used to be something you could cover up because you
Yeah, you
try to
worked
get a
up to
job.
the hand.
Yeah, now you can
And
get
tattoos
a
aren't
job
edgy.
with a face
No.
tattoo.
When
Yeah.
I got a tattoo when I was a teenager.
Let's see it.
Nobody was like, "Whoa, you got to." It's just.
It's like it just
I
looks
taught
like
martial arts for.
That says I fuck kids in Japanese.
No, he's joking. It
No, I read Japanese.
Boil rice before cooking.
See, that's why you're more
pigeons
successful
will
than
die.
me.
Yeah.
'Cause you write a much better joke where I'm like,
man.
let's just fuck kids. Hey, folks, I'll be in Tempe, Arizona. Just there, not doing a show.
hanging
Just
out.
hanging out at the bus stop.
I got an aunt that lives there. We're staying there, and
Yeah, should be cool.
I heard they got a good mall.
She's a bitch. She has a pool, but she's a bitch.
bitch lets me swim in her pool. Ugh.
The bitch lets me swim in her pool. Oh, fuck.
yeah.
Arkansas, that's a nice little place.
Yeah,
I've been there a
He
few
moved
times.
out there about 4 years ago, and then he came back for a little bit. Now he's back there again, and then in a couple weeks he's coming back to get all his stuff, and he's there for good. And I'm like,
Man, you got all the millennial jobs covered between you and your son. With you got a
I
martial arts instructor, a comedian, and
My youngest son, my 24-year-old, he's a photographer.
Naturally. Just a house full of 1099s, huh?
A house full of broke artists.
well, it's not like there's any other jobs in this country anyway.
Nah, you're right.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Absolutely right.
He could have
Not
got
our fault.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's our parents' fault.
Learning how to draw was my backup plan.
Was this Coke for you as well?
Nah.
How many drinks do you need, man?
I just got the water. I'm good on the water.
Okay. Have you tried that yet?
No, not yet.
I
You
wanna
should
know
try
what you
it.
think. It's good.
Do it right
Right.
now. Do the debut right here.
I opened it in front of you. I
See
couldn't
how
have
peer
It's
pressure works? You see?
Sodium free. There's no sugar in it. There's no like
not-
weird.
If this were on
saccharine
Rogan,
stuff.
they'd be like, Rogan just got a LaCroix sponsorship. Remember when they did the stevia?
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
Talking to myself.
That's not good at all.
You want me to trade?
Nah, I'm going to stick with the water.
All right, well, I'm going to drink this then because I wanted this the whole time. Yeah, it's terrible, right?
Today on Beverage Roulette.
Oh, yeah, can't even taste the roofie.
Dude, so you just got back from being a world traveler.
Yep. I was traveling parts of the world.
Where did you go?
We went to South Africa,
Mm-hmm.
Cape Town. Our first show was in Cape Town, South Africa. And then we had Johannesburg. And then we had Durban.
Durban.
Then from South Africa, we
Durban.
flew Durban, South
That
Africa.
sounds like
Beautiful
Team
time.
America, the way they do Arab
Right.
talk. Durban.
Durban was beautiful.
Where's
It was like-
Durban?
it's on the coast of South Africa. It's down. I mean, we were right on the water with a light. It was beautiful.
Wow.
Gorgeous. But then from there, we went to India. Went to Mumbai, India, and Russell Peters was shooting his specials in Mumbai. We did Mumbai, we did Bangalore, and we did New Delhi, India.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Then from there, we went to Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
From Dubai to Bahrain, and then we finished the tour in Muscat, Oman, and then we came home. That was
Nice.
a 5-week process.
It's crazy that was fun.
It's fun
Why,
because
wouldn't it be fun?
Like,
well,
is
there's
this
a
just
lot of reasons why it wouldn't be fun. And here,
Yes.
I mean,
No, but I mean, if you were a lady, I feel like it'd be
traveling
worse.
economy. No, touring with Russell
Suddenly
Peters
Oman
is
becomes,
a-
man. Hey, folks.
See, again, Tempe, Arizona.
Yeah, bus stop.
But we traveled in the lap of luxury, so it made it a lot more fun and easier because, living out of suitcases isn't that easy anyways, but the way we were doing it was we were very well taken care of and staying in the best places and flying first class Emirates and all that stuff. So
Wow.
it was
What does a first class Emirates look like?
well, it's like the bathroom on the plane was bigger than the bathroom in my house.
Tiled?
Holy
Was there tile?
shit, really?
Shower, everything, beautiful. Yeah, and they come.
That's
The
insane.
flight attendant comes and says, "Would you like to schedule a shower?" They bring you pajamas. You get first class. First class, you get pajamas with slippers. You get a chauffeur service, picks you up from your house
In a
takes you
whore?
to the airport.
Do you get your own?
We're getting there. And
We have a conjugal visit room for you, sir. Can I schedule you
Would
for
you
a
like to
shower?
schedule a
they do
whore?
provide a hotel room.
Would you like to shower before or after your
they
whore
really?
They do.
appointment?
If your layover is longer than something like 8 hours or something, you get a free hotel. So I got a hotel room.
Where was that?
In Dubai at the airport.
Dubai.
Dubai at the airport.
Ooh,
Yeah.
boy.
It was.
So you did all this coolest shit in the lap of luxury, but traveling the best way possible. Was there anything that you didn't like about it?
Yeah.
Tell the folks at home all that shit you said about Indian people. Off mic.
Well, I discovered
Dude,
that
he
in
went
India, I discovered that in India, it's full of Indian people. First of all,
Everywhere you
Why
look.
didn't they tell me?
everywhere you look, it's a very dusty place.
Yeah.
It is. No,
Yeah,
India.
it looks
They didn't
like
put it in the
India-
brochure.
India was great, but it was very intense. If you're not, it's a third world country.
Yeah.
And
Is it the whole like water situation like
water
as bad
coming
as
out of your
everybody's?
asshole constantly? Yeah, that's what it's
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
I mean, nothing stayed in. I lost from South Africa to India. I lost 10 pounds. I lost 10 pounds while I was in India.
Well, I just meant like the
You
water not
lucky
being
bitch.
drinkable.
I didn't touch the water. It was all bottled, and you have to make sure it's sealed. And
Wow.
And if you eat or do anything outside the hotel, they say don't get lettuce because they wash it with the water.
Mm-hmm.
Don't use ice; it will make you sick. Yeah. And even when I was taking every precaution, I was still having a hard time.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really hard.
Well, I heard it was like even even showering and stuff like that. Like
Depends on where we were. We were fine.
Probably
Yeah.
couldn't eat any ass.
None.
you didn't eat any
No.
butt.
No,
Oh.
I didn't even try. I mean, it was getting thrown at me.
Fuck that,
Trust me.
dude. I'm not going to India, dude, because I eat ass everywhere I go. Bro, that's what I do.
There's this intimidating
Only
guy
go places
again.
I can eat ass.
Here he
dude.
is. He's back, dude.
Dude, you keep manning up on us.
But I'd probably fucking kill whatever amoeba went in there. I'd probably just flex my muscles and it wouldn't even matter. You know what I mean?
I just flexed it out of my system.
Now you're being manly.
Going to India,
It
just
was-
get diarrhea constantly because I can't stop eating ass.
You will get diarrhea constantly. It
Regardless, just from the air.
Do they
huh?
have diarrhea or they adjust to the
they're all
bacteria?
They're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you're
That's so fucked up.
used to that, like
a country with
Russell's
constant
got an
diarrhea.
ironclad stomach.
Yeah.
I mean, he would go out and eat the street food. Like the vendor, and I'm like, they just told me stay away from that.
That's part of his
Just
shtick.
eat in the
He has to
resorts.
do that.
You're good to go. Yeah,
Yeah. Believe me, I would eat the
Dude.
food too if I had a bathroom the size of a house bathroom on my airplane.
It's actually hilarious watching him over there because he looks Indian, but he's not. He wasn't raised there. He was raised in
He's like
Canada.
a hockey
He's-
fan, right?
And
Yeah.
and just it's pretty entertaining because he pretends he speaks the language and he doesn't speak it at all.
He doesn't speak it at all.
At all,
That's
at all.
funny.
Probably speaks
Yeah.
more French, right?
No, he doesn't speak
Is
any
he
other language.
Canadian?
Yeah, he's from Brampton. He's from Toronto,
Yeah.
but he only speaks English. You know, he's learned like any other guy. He's learned all the swear
Cuss
words.
words, yeah.
He's learned the swear words.
Do you
and
know
that's
one
it.
of them? Can you give us one of the
I
cuss
don't know.
words?
I can't. I have no idea what any of those.
Give us a cuss word in any language.
All I know is that they would just do this when they would talk to you. Everybody's head was so loose.
bobblehead
Like a
neck.
bobblehead dolls?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Everything was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and Russell's calling everybody bastard. Hello, bastard. It was fucking hilarious. Yeah. It was hilarious.
Now, you also mentioned off mic that you did a fully gender segregated show.
One of the shows, I believe they were.
That's my dream.
They were separate.
Shut up,
No,
Brian.
no, I'll tell you what I mean by that. I don't mean that like in any way other than, you know, when you tell a joke that clearly the guys like and the girls squeeze the husband's hand and
No
keep him
squeezing
laughing.
Like they're
hands
mad
in
for
there.
them
Yeah, or
liking
vice
it.
versa. So that can't happen. It's just nobody's there putting pressure on you not
It's
to
separate
laugh.
but equal. No, listen, it's a good reason to keep everybody separate. So I can do this set for these people and this set for those people.
His turn. So this one's for you guys.
Yeah.
This one's for you guys.
Yeah.
And he would give the ladies one a lackluster performance for sure.
Or you do the joke for the men and then go, and I'm going to go slower for you guys.
Just passive aggressively call an audience stupid. Yeah.
Did you get that, ladies? Blink your eyes. No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, I remember
Yeah,
hearing
yeah.
stories about people doing shows for basically a dude's harem. You know what I mean? Like it was just one dude, a
I've
ton
heard
of
those
ladies.
stories.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
paid
Russell.
a
We're talking
lot
about
of
Russell
money.
Peters. This is not happening. Is all about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He gives me such a hard time because I don't watch his. I don't watch comedy specials.
Sure. Why would you?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
He would go. Remember when Oh yeah, that's right. You didn't fucking watch it.
It's like you got $80 million. Stop being so
Yeah, yeah,
fragile.
Oh man, but it was fun.
Money can't buy security.
It was-
emotional security, I guess.
Yeah, right. Because
You can buy plenty of security
You know, you can
otherwise.
get your ADT or whatever, but you can't,
Right.
you can't get emotional
You
ADT.
need to do a little better than ADT. You could own ADT with $80 million.
And that's another thing. Some of the places that we were, I mean, these people are billionaires with a B.
Yeah.
And looking at Russell's millions, like, oh, that's adorable.
Oh, so cute.
The clown has a few dollars.
Yeah.
I don't know what language.
Why did they
what-
change-
what
why are
was
they
that?
German?
Was he
I
German?
was going to say that's very German.
Yeah. That's the only voice I
German.
have.
Pretty good though.
Hello, I am from Saudi
Oh,
Arabia.
you're a slutty German from. This is a character I'm working on. It's slutty German from Saudi Arabia.
I thought it was dead on, honestly.
You said it confidently like it was. And then I was like,
but I'm really interested in doing stand up to a gender segregated.
I
crowd.
didn't notice it. I couldn't see him. The lights were too bright.
oh, really? You didn't
And
even
it
see the
just-
audience
the
at all?
laughter was like thunders because I'm so fucking funny. And
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was like, keep being amazing. And
Fuck Russell.
Yeah.
we don't want to see the guy we
Yeah.
paid to come to see.
Bring Jason back.
Jason. It was really embarrassing for him. But
Yeah, especially for every night for 5 weeks, just constantly burying him.
Yeah, poor guy.
They're
Hey,
actually
Russ,
going to give me that
sorry.
plain bathroom.
Yeah,
Not the
right.
plane, but
Yeah,
just the bathroom.
I'm modeling my bathroom at home after the one.
Is he famous in
Why is
India?
the roof curved?
In a sense where can he walk down the street and people recognize him?
Oh, it's amazing.
Because there's 20 million people in a city, so even if you're famous, most people probably still don't know who you are because they've probably never seen a TV.
Constantly being stopped. But the interesting thing is, me and the DJ on the show, we were being stopped constantly for selfies and stuff just because we're
white.
white. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were they couldn't believe it. White
Yeah.
people, you know.
My friend's band, Sisters in the Pit, they're an all black lady, like Jimi Hendrix style.
Hence the sisters.
Yeah,
instead of
they are.
screws.
Yeah,
Got
the
it.
sisters. They went to China. They toured China, and all the Chinese people just were like screaming, like just like Janet Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff, just like black women's names at them, and taking
hilarious.
pictures with them. They're like, yeah.
This is the closest I'm going to get to Janet Jackson.
They're like, are you in TRC?
That's so funny and stupid, and I love it. Yeah, buddy.
Is that
of mine said
Risa Repti Ropes?
Oh, wow.
Recent reptile rope.
Risa Repti Ropes?
Oh, man. All right. Thank you.
Sorry, we should have warned you. That, I'm actually my comedy's illegal in the state of California.
So funny.
We only release it in every other state.
I like it.
Yeah.
Our podcast is banned from the state that we recorded it.
Did you make up a story every time you were talking to people, or they probably didn't speak English?
No, they just wanted pictures, and then they walked away.
I totally would have been a new character
And then
every
I
time.
used
if this
Purell.
were- I'm a catcher for the Red Sox.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then
that's
the
what
next
you
time
would've
I'm a
done.
famous actor.
Yeah, I had nothing. It was crazy. Just
Was it your first
humanity.
time over? Because you've toured with Russell before, right?
Yeah, but I've only Canada. We did
Oh.
we did 3 weeks in Canada. We went all the way across Canada. Did a bunch of hockey arenas, and then and it was really crazy.
When you're doing an arena? Is it too big to get nervous? Like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
How
the
can
first one I did, I was really nervous.
Of course. How
But then-
could it be too big to get nervous?
Because it's,
I would think that would
I-
make it
I
even
get
more
that, though.
overwhelming.
no, it's just such a spectacle that it's hard to even be grounded into a place where you get nervous, where it's like so huge that it's confusing.
Right, and it's also like it's a well working machine.
Yeah.
So you do your thing. He goes, and it's so you kind of almost don't have time. The first one in Vancouver, I was like, and it was a sold out arena. You know,
Wow.
and you
Like
got,
where the Canucks play.
yeah, and you got
Jesus
people
Christ.
exactly, and you got people telling you, okay, you're gonna people that don't do it always
Yeah.
want to give you advice.
Yeah.
Make sure that, and then of course our sound guys are like, there's a little bit of clap back, so make sure. And I'm just going, I don't want to hear any of this anymore. I just
Yep.
gotta go out and do my thing. Halfway through my set, I was totally fine, and then the rest of the tour, I just kind of you get into the groove pretty quickly.
Yeah,
When you're a professional like me.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's like a different timing. You know what I mean?
A little bit, yeah, it really is. I mean, I did a show Friday night at the Laugh Factory, and you know Ken Jeong and I were joking around about how I just came off an arena, and I said I'm gonna go on like I'm in an arena, and I start pointing.
Just Babe Ruthing it. Yeah.
How the fuck are you, West Hollywood?
I love you. Oh,
Yeah, I mean that's what Sebastian does. Like,
it's
you see him
amazing.
in any room, it looks like he's in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
He does arena rock.
yeah.
It's weird. It's like he's doing Motley Crue songs in the Viper Room.
Yeah.
I honestly could not wait to get back into a club. I mean, I think the first show I did was when I got back. Oh, I did Comedy and Magic, but then there's this room in Long Beach. If you guys are ever down there, you got to do it. It's a lot of fun. Called Harvell's.
I've done
Oh,
it.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
Harvell's.
And I just couldn't. And I just Tuesday night I went there, and I think I did like a half an hour of just talking quietly.
Yeah.
you know?
Wait, for the folks at home, he didn't do comedy and magic
No.
on stage. You're not a
I mean,
magician. Do we spring a
I mean, he
magician on
made
our
magic,
audience?
but he
Good
didn't.
way to describe
he's not
my
tricking
comedy.
people.
Comedy and magical comedy. Is what
Yeah,
I call
magical
it.
comedy. Yeah. Jason Collings, the magical comedian.
That's me.
So, other than shitting out of your ass the entire time,
Where else would you shit?
Pissing
Yeah.
out of my ass.
You're
but-
pissing
Yeah,
out of your
yeah.
ass. Excuse me.
That'd be-
Was there anything about it
I
that
shit
like
out of my face.
like it was annoying or like was super frustrating or anything like that?
Yeah. like the air freshener that they use in the
Yeah,
hotel
complain
was
about your
really
first
bad.
class.
I had to. I know. I feel like an asshole, but I had to call my butler and tell him. When you clean the room for the 4th time today, can you please not use the air freshener because it really bothers me? And he's like, okay, anything else? Yeah.
Sensitive to scents.
We did have butlers, by the way, in some of these places.
Each room had your
Tuxedos?
Had their own
Yeah.
Were they in tuxedos?
Like, anything. They were offering to pack for me. It was
Wow.
pretty incredible. Yeah.
God, I bet that butler is a good job.
Aim high, bro.
That's where I'm at right now.
a good backup plan.
Yeah,
is
you know
to
if those Dubai butler companies are hiring?
I'll ask.
I was in the military. I know how to fold a fucking shirt.
Oh, man. You know what? I think I'll give him a call.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't walk in as a butler and be like,
when
"What up, loser?"
When they did my laundry,
Oh my god,
the whites were a little grimy.
Oh, like they didn't use
a
enough
little
bleach.
stiff too, not enough fabric softener. I
Whites
know.
were a little grimy.
Peasants
but
are so disgusting.
They're disgusting. Like,
they just don't know how to
hey,
do anything.
Peasants, figure it out, right?
Yeah. Jesus, my biggest gripe: plebeians. I hate plebeians. God, it's like, I mean, I get it. We need them so that I'm better than something.
Right.
But like, God,
Right.
do I have to look at it? You know?
Ugh.
I know. It's like whenever I drive through Skid Row, I'm like, enough with
Right.
being homeless.
We
It
need
bums
you,
me
but
out.
Don't be seen or heard.
Yeah.
Okay?
But they're not like really homeless. They're camping. It's
But
like
still,
urban
it's all
in
camping.
downtown.
Yeah. Don't camp in my city. Jesus.
My son lives right around the corner from that.
I know. They're going to get dirt on my Maserati. Get your fucking AIDS spit off my Maserati.
You're what?
My Maserati.
You're a hottie and a roddy. That's what you are.
What else don't you like?
How many cars do you have? 10, 12?
One. I have one
He's
car.
modest.
I had
No,
to
he's not
actually
an
had to-
asshole.
remember, I had to call my wife
Yeah.
last night to make sure I could do this because we share a car.
Nice.
So I am a rolling in it. We're looking for another one.
Nice. How's that going? Let's talk about
A
that.
lot of looking.
Yeah, guy, you busting people down on their interest prices?
I'm doing it.
Are
all
you a
online.
haggler?
I'm doing it all online. I actually at one point I owned a car lot. Yeah, so I kind of know what goes into that. I know
You
how-
owned a car lot? Did it say
So you ask
Jason's-
for the price where the
Yeah.
guy selling it gets very minimal commission.
Yeah, and because I know that he's still going to make some money.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you always say, "Look, buddy, I know the
The
deal."
reason I owned a car lot is because when I was younger, I wanted to buy cars at auctions, and a lot of the public auctions sucked.
What
but
a
you
weird
couldn't-
young dream.
I know because
when I grow up,
No, I wanted no. At the time, at that age, I was at the age.
Oh.
I need to go buy a car. I'm going to go to an auction. But the dealer auctions, you had to have a dealer's license, and you can only get a dealer's license if you physically had a car lot. I had a buddy who had a glass shop, and he had enough parking spaces where it could legally be a car lot. So I said, put a sign up.
Oh, so it's like a technical,
Yeah,
like on a
tech-
technicality.
Yeah, but I sold cars on it.
you sold cars.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you ever say, "What's it going to take for me to put you in this Prius"? What's it going to take to put me in? Do you have stock lines?
Floor mats.
Floor
Is that all it takes? Is that
They
all
lift
it
up
takes?
the floor mat and there's just a rust hole, and they're like, "Well, you can piss."
Remember when how old are you, if you don't mind?
I'm 34.
I'm 48. There was a time when floor mats were an option. Like it was extra.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
I've never bought a
Power
car
windows.
not from a person on Craigslist.
You've never bought a car from Craigslist?
Like, no, I've
Oh,
only
not on.
exclusively I've bought cars from Craigslist.
That's so sad.
I remember I had
That's why I need the butler gig.
I knew a dude that had a dealer's license, so he would take me to the auction with him.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then would be like, what do you just tell me what you want? And then he'd be
The
like,
prices
this
were
one
a lot
sucks.
better, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I'd gotten a Saturn. I got a Saturn for for like $2,000.
Yeah. Did you kick the door and nothing happened? That's for plastic.
Plastic.
But it was great. I lived out of that Saturn
kind-
for like 4 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wait, lived out of it.
Lived out of it.
Oh, that sounds great.
It
Did you say
was.
that was great?
It was. I lived on the road, so it was great.
That's
And then
awesome.
I got the first car I ever had that like I made payments on was the one I have now.
What is it?
It's a Mazda, 2012 Mazda 3.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. Fuck
You're
yeah.
rolling. Yo.
Yeah, we're all
Rolling in my
very successful.
2003.
That's why we were able to commission this great art.
I know you heard. I know you heard my Kia Optima pull up.
Oh shit! Everybody here's a Kia
Yeah,
Optima.
baby.
Everybody poke their head out of their
That
front
thing
doors.
Clicks in class. click, 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 click. I have actually had to have it recalled twice because of some clacking thing in the engine.
What year did you sell the car lot? What is this the 80s?
No, like 90s.
90s.
Yeah, late 90s.
What made you get rid of it?
Such a good job for
I
a
just
comic.
didn't want to do it anymore. I've
okay.
always been that guy. Like, this is what I want to do now. I'm going to do this now. You know.
Yeah, you were a hip hop. You were a rapper. Is that
No,
what you said?
I wasn't a rapper. I produced hip hop music in the late 80s, early 90s.
Wow.
Anybody we would know?
No, but
He's like, you ever heard of Snoop Dogg?
The biggest thing I did was there was a Forrest Whitaker's directorial debut. He had a made for TV HBO movie called Strapped.
Mm-hmm.
I did a lot of the music on that.
Was it about gay lesbian sex?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly, Strapped.
Yes.
It's just women with strap-ons.
He's actually not going to be in Tempe anymore. They said he's not allowed to come.
I didn't say there's anything wrong with that.
No, not wrong with it. It's
Why did you
just a bad
stutter?
joke.
Why did you stutter?
Because I was-
anything wrong with that.
I stuttered because I was literally saying a Seinfeld line.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's, Forrest Whitaker. That always makes me think. Do you remember "Don't Be a Menace to South Central"?
Yeah.
When they make fun of that scene where they get pulled over, and he's like, the black cop's like, "I hate black people. I hate the back of Forrest Whitaker's neck." It's a black guy saying it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's a black guy saying it. So.
Yeah. It's a white guy quoting a black guy. I hate Whoopi Goldberg's gums. That scene is so fucking. I watched that movie like 10,000 times growing up. Like we would watch it every day.
course.
I've
You
never
did.
seen it.
Did you see the movie? It was like spoofing the actual.
Well, it
movie,
was like
Menace to
3
Society?
movies.
Menace to Society.
Well, it was making fun of Menace to Society, but there was also jokes from
Boys in the
Ricky. Yeah, Boys in the Hood.
Yep.
Yeah, I call that movie Ricky.
Ricky. That was just Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah.
Ricky.
R.I.P.
Or
Cuba
now,
Gooding Jr.
now we know him as
He's dead?
O.J. Simpson.
No, he's got arrested.
Yeah, well, he
For
had
what?
some
Sexual harassment.
Yeah, but it's.
Who did he sexually harass?
I think it's
Me?
bullshit. I think they
No, you're
found-
telling me I'm lying?
No, not. It actually,
Cuba
it
Gooding
actually
Jr.
happened. I'm just saying what the accusation is bullshit.
Right,
I think
right.
it went away pretty quick.
Yeah, but
From what I understand.
there's a great.
Oh,
yeah,
so
he
he's
was
fine.
handcuffed though on TV, getting put in a car.
You watch TMZ.
Yes, I do. Yes, I fucking do. I don't know what's going on with Iran and shit,
heard
but I
a
know
trippy-
Cuba got
I
arrested.
heard a story about Cuba that was pretty funny. Cuba is the way
It is Cuba.
It's Cuba.
Yeah.
Cuba
Gooding
is in, but when
Jr.
he plays OJ in that
Mm-hmm.
that series, and after that he decided to move to Brentwood because he kind of dug
Like it?
Like
Yeah.
as OJ is like.
Oh,
Brentwood
it was
was
like
kinda
a
cool.
Jim and
Now he's-
Jim Carrey,
now
Andy
he's-
Kaufman thing.
Yeah. Now he's living in Brentwood.
Yikes. Yeah, don't sell him a Ginzu.
Or gloves. Don't sell him gloves either.
Yeah.
Your hands got to stay cold, buddy. You've been too close.
Hello, Twitter world. You guys following OJ's Twitter?
No,
He starts
I saw
all
that
his-
he started it.
All his videos start with "Hello, Twitter world."
Twitter world. I did see the video where he said, "I got some getting even to do." And I'm
Yep.
like, yikes.
Yeah,
Forgot
yeah.
about it. Timing was perfect. Ron Goldman's daughter just started a podcast.
Yeah, she's got a lot of sponsors, so that murder just is a
yeah.
gift that keeps on
Yeah.
giving, man. People are making a lot of moolah.
Kind of like those kids.
Am I right?
Kind of like those kids in the Michael Jackson documentary.
Yeah,
like They all
exactly.
got careers out of it. Good heavens. I mean,
Yeah,
they made a
they're all-
documentary.
Oh, yeah.
They're making money,
I guess
and it's a
that's
very
No,
popular one.
being in a documentary is not a career.
Unless they're doing a bunch of them.
Yeah, unless you're Thurston Moore and Henry Rollins.
No, but they're all like famous choreographers. We talked about it on the Ron
All
Taylor
of them?
episode.
That one guy is. The other guy's
There's more than one.
The other guy's just a damaged person. No, he looks really.
Well, yeah, that's the
sensitive.
role he was playing in the documentary.
He's an amazing actor. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but for real though, there's so much money that's been made off that O.J. Simpson
That is crazy.
case.
Yeah.
Everybody benefited. And do you think at one point they were like, "Well, we didn't really like Ron. He was a
Kind of a jerk.
Oh, sorry. I don't know.
You know who really screwed up is the reason Ron was going over there is because he was returning that glasses company. They should have banked in
Yeah.
on that. You know?
Yes.
We'll do have a
That's
special
how
edition.
good these glasses
Yeah.
are.
Yes, special edition Ron
To
Goldman.
die for.
There you go. See,
die-
I knew you get it.
Yeah. These glasses are to die for.
Yeah, they should have made it. They should have made the ones that he was wearing a special edition.
No, they were Nicole's glasses. She was returning.
Ron Goldman was returning her She left her sunglasses at the
Oh, then
restaurant that he worked at.
Then yeah. Well, either
die
way,
for.
you
Yeah,
still
to
make
die
a
for.
special edition to the fucking Nicole special
Right.
edition.
What
Either
color
way,
was your
motherfucker
what
should be
color?
buying the glasses that the bitch died for.
Tortoiseshell. They were tortoiseshell for sure. And
Big
they were
fan.
big.
Big fan of tortoiseshell.
Tortoiseshell?
Yeah. That always makes me think of the Bad music video.
Yeah.
Where they was like, what is that, tortoiseshell? And he's like, what are you, a fucking nerd? And then like they dance off with Michael Jackson.
Right.
They say that tortoiseshell in the
Yeah,
bad video?
yeah, they say tortoiseshell
And they make fun of him because he
knows what tortoiseshell is.
He corrects them.
Yeah.
Those turtle shell. He goes tortoise shell. He corrected him.
When I
Yeah.
first moved,
You know who that was, right?
Bad.
You know
I'm
who
bad.
the guy was that he was talking to?
Who?
Wesley Snipes. Rewatch the Bad video.
Wow,
That's
I
Wesley
didn't know that.
wow.
Damn.
If only you could go back in time and explain him taxes at that moment. Dave Chappelle one time said, I don't know if it's in a special or on an interview. I don't know where I saw it, but he goes,
I think it's in a special.
where
I know
he
what you're
said,
talking
I
about.
saw Wesley at a party when he was supposed to be in jail. That's like a proof that like nothing's like how it's
hilarious.
reported.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That shit's so funny.
Just such an observation. No joke there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just like the perfect. I saw him at a party when he was supposed to be in jail. That's enough. You made
Yeah,
it.
yeah. That's those. There's those lines that get you that are just like lines that aren't even jokes that make you laugh harder than any joke.
Mm-hmm.
Like I talked about in this podcast. Theo Vaughn one time went up and said, "I used to weightlift with David Duke, bruh." Is the funniest thing I've ever heard on a
And
stage.
he opens with it too.
And it's true apparently. Like
Nuh-uh.
yeah.
Oh, I thought that was just a beautiful lie.
It's actually true.
Oh, now you don't like it anymore?
Yeah, well, you don't really want to weightlift with clan
beautiful
members.
I don't think he meant to. I don't think he was
beautiful
calling.
lie.
I don't think he
Great
was
album
calling
name.
David
Yeah, yeah.
Duke and be
Album
like,
name.
"Hey, dude, will you spot for me?" I think he just happened to be in the same
right.
place with him.
I'm the only person
He
who's
was in his
upset when you find
backyard.
out jokes
He was
are true.
That's hilarious.
He's the opposite of everybody else.
Yeah.
They're like, "Is that true? Oh my god, that's crazy."
That's why I
Brian's
hate
like,
that
"Oh,
shit.
it sucks."
when people come up to you and go, "Is that joke true?" And it's
Oh.
like, "Did you laugh? Shut the fuck up."
People always ask me, "Do you really have kids?"
Of all the things that
Of all
you
the
say
things
on
that I'm gonna
stage,
fucking make up, you know?
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Or they'll ask, "Are they really that age?" And I love it if they're with me. I'm old. This is him. Right
Yeah.
here. This man right here is
yeah,
my son.
this grown man is my son.
How old are your kids?
24, and September James will be 30.
So you had kids young.
Yeah, really young.
Anything you hate about those
So
fuckers?
you were a
So-
hip hop music producer, teenager with a kid.
Yeah.
Damn, you're the blackest guest
Yeah,
we've had
right.
on this podcast. Holy shit!
Y'all
God,
good.
you're like
Y'all
Dr.
good.
Dre.
That's so funny.
what would you use? A TR-8, the 808? Was that
Yeah,
your-
look at him. Look, why he's stretching like, you get to
I just
He's,
hit my
flex-
elbow.
he's
I just hit
flexing
my
literally
elbow
and
on this,
figuratively
and
that
I
he
wanted-
knows what you said.
No, I hit my elbow and I didn't want to go, ow! So I kind of squeezed it into a stretch.
Have you seen that documentary on the 808?
No.
There's a really good documentary about the 808.
It changed music
Yeah.
in all of American.
It's amazing
I mean,
how many songs you didn't know that.
it's as important as the blues.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Marvin Gaye's Sexual Healing, all on the 808.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
This is like a beat maker sequencer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't use that. I had what's called a Roland W30 that I was using.
Nice. Well, so it was mostly hip hop, or did you do anything else?
Few R&B things, but just mostly hip hop. And then I had another kid and had to put food on the table. And
What are
that's
some of
what
the
I-
rappers' names you produced for?
Oh man, there was this one
Great 80s names, I hope.
group. What was that? One of them was called Supernatural. It was two guys.
How'd they spell that?
I don't remember.
Was
I
the-
understand.
the S
I
was a money
19,
sign.
20 years old.
The S was
Maybe.
a dollar sign for sure.
Well, no,
And it
this
was
is
Supa.
80s.
What's that one guy's name? I don't remember.
I
It's
love
so
all those.
freaking long. And then I'd start because I taught martial arts for the next 20 years after.
Yeah, that's quite
That's
the
such a hard
Boogie
shift,
Nights
right?
path you
Yeah.
went down.
It wasn't really because was doing it when I was a kid. From when I was 12 years old, I was always studying martial arts and got my first black belt and everything.
What
when I was
what kind of
16.
martial arts were you doing? Karate
I did Kempo karate since I was 12, and then when I was 21, I started doing Brazilian jiu-jitsu and did that for a while, and then I quit to be a comedian.
Why did you quit to? Because I mean, like
this
that's
is what
something that you
I've
could
always
do.
wanted to do this. This is what I've always wanted to do. That was paying the bills. That was putting food on the table for the kids. That was what I was doing. I put
because you were teaching it, or because you were in fights, winning money.
I did fight. I did a lot of full contact fighting when I was younger,
wow.
which I would never suggest anyone does. It sucks. It really sucks.
Man,
But,
I'm so sick of parents not letting their kids. It's just, I don't know.
No, I'd let my. I'm just saying.
You would let them?
My kids did martial arts from the age of 3.
Would you let your kids play football?
My oldest played. 6
God
years
bless
Pop
you.
Warner, yeah.
Thank God. I got into a
He's got
fight with.
permanently crooked finger. because-
Good. He deserves it. That's American rites of passage.
All my oldest was football and basketball.
Yep.
My youngest was baseball and wrestling. He was a high school wrestler as well.
That's great. I got into an argument with our producer Tyler because he says he wouldn't let his kids play football. He asked me. He said, "Would you let your kids play football?" And I literally lost. I almost lost my temper. I was so mad. I was like, "Of course I would let my kids play football. I'd be disappointed if they didn't." And I love the NFL
But
so much.
would you be like one of those crazy dads that
100%.
makes them play? That makes them play?
No. I would not make them play. But if
Get out there!
No. I would be crazy. Like I'd be a homer. Like I'd be like, my son's the greatest player on that field, even if it was far from the truth.
Riding the bench.
Yeah.
Look
Exactly.
how good he does that.
But I'm so scared
Yelling
of
at
the
the
NFL
ref. Just
going
put
away.
him in. Just put my fucking kid in.
He's better than all these hacks.
I don't think the NFL's going anywhere.
Yeah, as long as we still have a crazy disparity in wealth,
Right.
the NFL will stay.
We're good.
As long as we maintain a diminishing middle class, we'll be solid,
Yeah,
dude.
exactly. That's why whenever I see a candidate run on restoring the middle class, I'm like, you're trying to take the NFL away from me, motherfucker. This is all I have. Get rid of the middle class. Like I live, I'm very poor, but I'm fine with it because it gives me the NFL.
Because I can watch the NFL. Who's your team?
Green Bay Packers.
Of course.
What's yours?
LA Rams. All my life. My dad had season
Did you go to
passes.
St. Louis with them?
I didn't go there. But
I'm saying emotionally.
I was just a Rams fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad had season passes when we were kids, and we went to all the games, and heartbroken when they left. But we weren't like, fuck them. We were like, well, we're still
Oh, you weren't
Rams
Cleveland about it when
No.
LeBron?
No, that's that
No.
karate emotional discipline
Yeah,
you had
and
there.
they came back.
So
back and went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So why did you stop doing martial arts when you started doing comedy? Like, why couldn't you do both?
Injuries.
Oh, you got fucked
Injuries, and I didn't want to get worse. Like I have pretty bad arthritis in my knees and elbows and stuff, and I just didn't want it to get worse. And then I just fell so in love with this stand up that that's all I could think about and all I wanted to do.
up. So you're like, fuck that.
Can you touch your toes standing up? Standing up. Are you a limber dude?
Not as much as I used to be. No, and plus I
Kick
wasn't.
your forehead.
I didn't do that stuff where we were kicking up head. I mean, I did really practical stuff that worked, like knee shots and groin shots and stuff. Like
Right.
street stuff.
Yeah.
But I was pretty flexible.
Street fighting hip hop. Would have never guessed.
I know, dude.
now-
It's so
Look at that.
crazy.
Because I'm a nice guy.
Which is an odd combination.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everybody
It's
wants
kind
to
of like
be-
how.
everybody wants to be wearing a ponytail.
Yeah.
A black wife
jet
beater
black
and
dyed ponytail.
Like how
yeah.
Brandon Lee dressed. You know.
The thing is, you can be a nice guy when you can whoop everybody's ass.
Yeah. You get
But
to.
you don't. I don't know that I can. A true martial artist knows there's always somebody out there tougher. Like somebody always asks me. We go to like a bar or something. Yeah, what does it feel like to know you can kick everybody else?
Everybody has that roadhouse
I don't
fantasy.
think
I know.
that at all. I don't think that at all.
That's such a dude thing where it's like, dude, I'd love to kick everybody in a bar's ass.
Would you ever
In
look at
jeans.
me
That's
before
also
you knew
so-
me and thought, oh, that guy knows martial arts? No,
No.
I don't have that look.
But you are like in a certain kind of shape that most men your age, like I look more your age than you do. like our bodies should be switched. Like you should look like this.
I'm not in that great a shape. I wear clothes.
Yeah. You have a tailor.
Yeah.
God, you have a butler, a tailor.
Butler and a tailor.
God, you're badass, dude.
Me and Russell, when we were in India, got fitted for some suits, and we were in the fitting thing, and I was changing shirts, and Russell says, you can't really tell that you got a bad body until you take your shirt off.
A girl just said that to me recently in a romantic situation, buddy.
You look better with your clothes on.
She said I couldn't tell you were fat until you took your shirt off.
See me,
And I was like, too late, bitch.
lay down. At least I got the
Lay down. No,
down. There he is. That's the guy I was waiting for. Hilarious.
And then she goes, "Ooh, thank you."
Yeah, exactly. And I want to invite you to our wedding. Do you?
I'll be there.
Are you registered to Universal Life Ministries?
No,
you want to marry us?
I just want to watch.
I'm not just
At least
a
I have
voyeur
the
that
dad
way.
body excuse.
Because you have a dad.
I
I'm a
did too.
dad.
I was an alcoholic for
You have
10
any kids?
years.
How many kids you have?
I don't know.
I don't
Gives
know.
a shit.
That's
They
the
can come
past.
for me. I don't have nothing, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Who gives a shit? How many kids you got? Who gives a shit?
Couldn't care
That
less.
shirt, is that the hair stuff, the pomade hair stuff?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
I emceed for a clown Elvis impersonator named
Brian's doing real
Clownvis.
well. He's doing
Clownvis.
real well.
I know. I've done shows with
Yeah,
clowns.
yeah, he was an LA guy for years.
Yeah.
He's actually brilliant.
Yeah,
That's the
it's
thing
hilarious.
that's insane. You hear the whole
It
thing. You're
sounds
like,
like
a clown Elvis
cartoonishly
thing.
ridiculous.
The first time I got booked on a show with him, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Exactly.
Why are they doing this? And then he went up. I was like, I love him.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Man, I wish I had that experience. Not with him, but like I had to feature for a clown clarinet combo, and it
great.
was as disappointing as it sounded.
I mean, what
he
are you
didn't. It
doing?
was.
It was spelled without K's, and that's cool.
clown clarinet combo.
Yeah, David Duke did their merch.
It was a silent clown, and then his wife would play the clarinet the whole time.
His one credit.
And
was
they
he
had
opened
hoods.
the
They had
Obama-
hoods.
Yeah, exactly.
It was amazing how he got the red nose to stay on the hood. Like it was amazing
Yeah,
how that
it's
was
unbelievable.
possible.
Yeah, it's good glue.
How
right
do you
there.
sew it on? Yeah.
That's good. That's horse glue. Let me tell you something.
that is.
That takes horse. That's the
I thought
only
it
way
was
that's
just-
staying is
I thought it was just held on by hate. I thought that was all it was.
Yo, horse bones.
Horse bones and hate.
Yeah, but I did I talk about this show on the podcast already?
I think so.
I'll just tell you real quick. The front row, there's 3 different guys with face tattoos, and one of them had full clown paint face tattooed on him.
They
That's
tattooed a clown's face on their face.
And
not terrifying.
my first joke in, I got a guy with a full face clown tattoo to go, Jesus!
You killed. You could have just left there. I go, I win.
I win, yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, I know, a guy with full clown
I
paint tattooed
never-
on his face.
Honey,
Holy shit, dude.
honey, let's go. She's on a leash. Honey, let's go.
She has the sad clown on him. He has the happy clown face. She's got the permanent teardrop
That's
tattoo.
an amazing story. Jesus. This guy's disgusting.
Come on.
All I was doing was talking about doing wine enemas with hobos down by the railroad tracks in
What's the
Oakland.
big
Regular
deal,
shit.
Hey,
Regular
face guy should have seen worse than that.
Yeah, seriously.
regular
His
shit.
getting that tattoo on his face should have been a better story than fucking wine enemas with hobos. Come on, dude.
Relax.
That's so funny.
All right, at least give us something you don't like. Give me something you don't like.
There's this
What-
thing
That's such a wide open
There's this
question.
thing
I know.
that I've
Give
been
me
seeing.
something.
There's one thing it's pissing me off. That asthma shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Ed Asner?
It's like this-
ASMR?
that thing.
Oh, that's about Ed Asner.
That shit. This close up.
Hello?
Have you seen? It's ASMR.
I thought there was like
Hey,
an asthma,
I'm a
like
da-
anti-asthma activist group.
I'm a
What the hell's going on with this asthma
This asthma
shit?
thing.
Got
It's
all
so
these women
it's-
whispering
I
at
don't
me.
want. I don't. It makes me so mad. They're
Ooh,
like
that gave me
opening-
goosebumps.
They're opening candy wrappers and like going. It's just disgusting.
I like
anything that's.
I don't like whispering, but I like this.
I can't stand any of that.
Ooh,
At a
that's
movie,
nice.
anybody as soon as someone opens a bag of M&Ms, I'm furious. And they always wait to the quietest part of the movie, and then all of a sudden you're just watching it, and they just go. It pisses me off. My wife gets so embarrassed because if it's over, I'll look. I'll look at it. Dads.
Yeah.
You gonna just keep doing that? Can we just enjoy the movie? I'm like, no, apparently we can't. This asshole sounds like a cow walking through wet grass. It makes me so mad.
Right now, somebody's YouTubing Cal walking through wet grass. Oh, I wonder what that sounds like.
Right?
I like that, but I can't stand hearing people chew.
That's the worst.
Hearing people chew makes me furious.
Oh, that was huge in my house. My dad, if you made any noises while you were eating, my dad was like, hey, it was very nipped in the bud. So now I'm
Yeah.
my brother's the worst though. he'll hear it. Like he's got like
Like he
bad
does it, or
hearing
it
something.
drives
No,
him
if,
nuts.
if him and I are at a movie, he'll be like nudging me. You fucking believe this? I'm like, Dave, I don't hear it, but he's so overly.
I used to wait till my sister, when I was a kid, was done with her cereal to eat because I couldn't stand to hear her chew. Like I would get under the table and plug my ears.
I'm 100% on.
Is there
board.
a sound that you love though? Is there a sound like a specific
My
sound?
own voice is pretty much.
I love that. You know when you're hitting it from behind and it just gets real nasty, and your balls start slapping off her calves.
Where her asshole sounds like it's saying coleslaw.
Sound.
Yeah.
Dude, my buddy-
that's my ass. I go to sleep to balls slapping off of asses. Yeah.
I can't sleep without flap. I can't.
That's disgusting.
My friend Angelo used to have this joke about how if you fist a woman the right way, her asshole will say coleslaw. Like when you put your hand in, it goes coleslaw.
Oh my god!
And now I can't hear anyone.
Who thinks of?
I don't.
shit
He
like
was.
that?
We called him
Besides
a
you.
dude. Yeah.
Oh come on, I'm not that.
We used to call him the sheriff of
Last
Nasty
tattoo
County
face guy.
because he would always think of the just nastiest shit. He he used to have a fucking ping pong coming out of somebody's pussy bit. Like it was always the most disgusting shit.
How
I've
long
ever
did you
seen.
work for
I'm
Doug
never
Stanhope?
gonna. You've ruined coleslaw for me,
Dude, he ruined
oh
coleslaw
my
for
God,
me.
that's
I was
hilarious.
just thinking I want some coleslaw.
Thank God I don't eat that stuff. What is that, by the way? That okay? Let's
It's
talk about that.
Cabbage,
Pisses me off.
carrots, mayonnaise,
gross,
sugar,
gross,
salt.
gross, and gross. Cool. Got it.
Disgusting. Even more disgusting. How could you make it even more disgusting? There we go. Nicely. Nice.
I love KFC's coleslaw.
All right.
I don't like any
I
of it.
just made the nastiest guy I know say ew. Tyler, Tyler, our producer, like was
He's
filming,
worse than that fucking fisting asshole
Yes.
guy.
Worse than the coleslaw.
as far as eating habits. He was filming sets for me, and to pay him back, I was like, "I'll buy your meals for you," and he just wanted 7-Eleven hot dogs exclusively.
Really?
Dude,
Yeah.
we've all been there, dude. I
Yeah.
fucking when
All
I
right.
That's
when
just
I
what he wanted.
Mustard only or mustard only?
That's me
Mustard
too.
only.
I'm with you on that.
For real, me too, dude. Yeah.
I'm with you on that. All right.
When I was living out of Saturn, I was a big fan of the 7-Eleven hot dog.
7-Eleven dog.
Big bite.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
my
everybody has
nickname
like
in
I think
prison.
everybody has a sound that is actually like soothing. Like so, like for me, like I love the sound of ice hitting the side of a tumbler. Like I love that sound. I don't know if that means I'm an
Mad Men?
alcoholic.
You love Mad Men?
I was gonna
I didn't. I've only watched the first season. I liked it, but it
There's
wasn't
a
like
lot of ice hitting tumblers in
yes,
that.
yes.
There's 3 sounds in The Sopranos that I love so much. The sound of a crinkly envelope being passed, the sound of a fork and knife hitting the plate,
stand that.
and the sound
And
of
that was- there
arms, a hand slapping on the back of a hug, like a hug with
Oh,
That's what you like?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, those 3 sounds are in every episode of The Sopranos. Those 3 sounds.
Well, because
happen.
he's always eating, so I know exactly what you're talking about. He's always cutting
Wow.
up fucking
Now I'm
manicotti
gonna
or
watch
something.
that again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be.
You
Oh,
listen,
there it is.
there's the okay, check envelope, check slap hug, check and
Knife and fork.
knife and fork on a plate.
That,
Always
which
cutting
explains
the
why
steak.
you hit everybody when you hug them. You always hit guys in the back of the
I
back
love
when you
that
hug
sound
them. Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
Nice sound. Actually.
It really is. I wish I
You
was
like a
Italian.
sound like that? Anything like that? Fucking you enjoy?
I don't know.
Or you like
I
nothing?
I
Only
really-
silence. So you?
I love.
Oh, he's a
silence.
karate guy.
Silence is
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
You just want to be on
You
the
gotta
top
understand,
of
I
a
raised children, and then I worked with people, and then so at the end of the day, just to have nothing, I got these headphones that are noise canceling,
Yeah, sure.
but you could turn the noise canceling on, but not have anything happening.
Oh, I have that too. I
I'll
have those
just turn
exact
it
same
on,
headphones.
So now I'm
Yeah.
in silence, and it's just
Oh, every airport I wear
that's
them.
my favorite sound. Yeah,
So the absence of sound is your favorite sound.
the
Nice.
sound of silence.
There's nothing better than hearing the chatter. You put the headphones on and there's all the chatter around you, and then you hit NC on your headphone, noise canceling, and you just feel the people. It's like they all died. They just go silent. And you're like, this is beautiful.
Close your eyes and imagine them
Yeah,
just suffering.
Just
Ah.
dead.
Just genocide happening all around you. Ah.
Yeah.
This is peace. This is peace.
This whole airport's mine now.
What else? What else do you like?
What I don't
So
like,
yeah, so ASMR annoys the shit out of you. What else?
annoys the hell out of me. You know, traveling, all the things with traveling. You know, you watched my set last night.
Mhm.
Talking about hitchhiking and stuff?
No,
Freight
no, no.
trains?
So hard, yeah.
Flying first class. Just people. Okay, people literally turn their brains off when they're doing things that you need to use your brain to do, like driving. Like driving is so like you don't have the right to put my life in danger with your giant vehicle, but for some reason people when they drive, they literally stop thinking and they do this thing where they're like cattle. Cattle just automatically follow.
So it's that group think idea?
That group think idea, and everybody does it on Los Angeles freeways. Have you ever been driving on the free and there's like a cluster, there's traffic for no reason.
There's nothing in front of them. Dude,
nothing.
I fucking almost had an aneurysm.
Yeah, a cluster of people just going, I guess we're supposed to be together now.
See,
it's so weird.
I also think it might be like a high thing. I think since more people can smoke marijuana here, I think that's because a lot of times when you're like physically just high, you're just like, you just go as fast as whoever's next to you.
Oh man, it makes me so mad. I have to get high now because and CBD helps with my road rage, but I get the worst road rage. And it's always like those dad sayings, are you kidding me? Like I say that. Have you lost your mind
My
completely?
dad's was always, are you shitting me?
Yeah.
My dad's was, have you lost your mind completely? Have you lost your mind completely? And as a kid, you're like, I don't know. Because you don't know if you lost your mind.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe partially?
Yeah. Perhaps I did.
Did you beat it out of me, Dad?
I lost,
that's specific
maybe I
to my
lost a
childhood.
lobe. I lost one lobe. That's it.
The front one. I'm just
How many
operating on the
lobes
back
are there
ones.
in a brain? How many
It's
lobes?
The frontal lobe, the medulla
Frontal,
oblongata, and then
the cortex.
I don't think the
Cerebral
cortex is a lobe, though.
No,
That's
no,
where the
I'm
spine.
just throwing shit out here, guys. I never listened.
Lobes of brains.
I never listened.
the frontal lobe is where your sense of self is. That's where like we know, like we're alive and we will die and all that stuff.
Oh, let's get rid of that.
Yeah, for real. with the old ice
It's
pick
also-
lobotomy, right? Right through the nose.
It's also like,
Dude, when I was
where all our thoughts are and shit. Like,
yeah, kill it now, burn it, fucking
wanna know.
flamethrower up the nose.
Stop the feelings. Stop the feelings.
Dude,
I
when I
bet
was
the
in high
ASMR
school,
people love that too.
I took a psychology class in high school, and we had to make a video. Or we had to do a project off. I don't remember. I really ran. I interpreted the idea myself. I don't remember what the actual assignment was. But
But what I chose to do was
I decided to do.
It's the teacher's a good idea, but this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah. So we did a video, and my friend who did the video with me was already dropped out of high school. But he was helping me with my. His name was Walt.
Good partner.
Yeah. He came to pick me up from school one time. He had a shirt that said Yngwie who, and then in giant letters in the back said Yngwie fucking Malmsteen. He ruled. But we made a video on Italian ice pick lobotomies because that's how the lobotomy started. Is they were putting like a metal instrument through your nasal,
in Italy.
through your nose in Italy, and cutting your front lobe. But we did it, and we would like super cut in the middle, like Walt as the doctor in my bathroom with a strobe light on, laughing like ha ha ha. And we were putting black metal over it, so it was like blast beats, and he was like screaming and laughing maniacally. And then he captured me, and he severed my frontal lobe, and I put a bag of like blood in my nose, so when I hit it, like blood poured out of my nose. And then he dragged me and threw me in a recycling bin. And afterwards,
Jesus
I remember
Christ. How old were you?
I was a sophomore in high
27.
school.
Fucking psycho.
Both
my
answers were
God.
true. I was a 27-year-old sophomore in high school. And I remember he turned the lights on after the video. One of the students and the teacher's heads were just buried in his head. And he was
That's amazing.
and then he got rid of video projects. Video projects were no longer for you.
Oh man.
And he was my football coach too.
Ah.
So he's just like, "You're weird."
Weird. Go take that aggression out on the other team. But don't use an ice pick.
Yeah. Please don't murder anybody.
That's hilarious.
Go hit something, but not with a weapon.
Yeah.
Use your head, please. Literally.
Yeah, we made a lot of weird videos in high school, and I remember just the teachers just being like,
You
"You're
still
a
have
monster."
access to them?
I don't know where they are. No.
We made a bunch and we just don't have them.
Yeah.
It was off the line. All of our videos were offline.
What kind of stuff did you do? This is the
there
80s.
was a class in my high school called film analysis.
Mm-hmm.
We just watched movies and analyzed them, and then the final project was we made a movie.
And what was your
So
movie
what was the
about?
movie?
We
Give me the log
there
line.
was 5
Pitch it
of
to me.
us
Yeah.
that we didn't know what to make, so that was the movie of us trying to figure out what movie to make, and then each did
So
a little
meta.
story- Yeah.
So
It's very-
young and
yeah, it's
so
like
meta.
Very Terry
we had
Gilliam.
we had a martial arts action film. he had a. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It was
I'd
like,
love to see your martial arts action.
Yeah, that'd be
I
great.
was so skinny and so. Not
Did you
tough
overdub?
looking. Of course.
Yeah.
You wanted to be
Like
authentic.
throwing punches like this far from the guy's face.
If you want to live, do everything I say.
That's how they did it. That's
Yeah.
exactly how they did it.
That's got to be an
Why
80s
did those
comic
guys
bit.
that did those over? That's okay. I hate that. We're gonna talk about that.
Bad overdubs?
Why is it? But like we're American. We're talking like this.
Why did they all go like this? Why did they all talk in that weird voice?
And then the girls will always be going, I don't know. It's almost like, are those guys doing the girls'
Yes.
voices?
Yeah.
100%. It's like Shakespearean theater. There are
Yeah.
no women allowed.
Ridiculous.
Jason, you have been very good on this podcast.
Right.
Everything had to be vocalized. Like even thinking, they would go.
Like there was
my
no
God.
silence allowed in a
None.
dubbed film.
So funny.
Let's do the gripe of the week.
We had a gripe.
We got a bunch of them. Here we go.
Again, I want to thank our sponsor, Coco Anal Life.
It's
Coco Anal Life.
not our
And
sponsor.
tea
Don't give them any
towels.
money. Yeah, actually, you
Tea
should buy
towels.
this. You
Get
should
one of
buy.
these.
Maria Bamford sells tea towels.
What's a tea towel?
No
tea
idea.
towel is like a towel you hang in your kitchen.
Apparently,
and,
it's a towel with her face on it.
You know, you could like dry your dishes with it or dry your hands when you're cooking. That kind
But
of.
what does it have to do with tea?
Nothing to do with tea.
Because they call it a tea towel because they would bring it to you at the table when you would like have tea in case like you would spill
For this,
tea or
it's
whatever.
for this.
And it
You
has
drink
Maria
the tea,
Bamford
and
on
then
it.
you-
Oh. You wipe your face with Maria's face.
Yeah, now that's cool.
Yeah, you can get these if you want anything Maria Bamford related. Just follow at Brian J. Vokey on Instagram.
Got it.
Corey Angsleby, his gripe of the week is that the Cali drought is really fucking with my weed prices.
Wait, I thought the drought was over.
the drought-
Yeah, I
over.
did too. Yeah,
He's just really high.
he's 2
sitting
years
out in the rain going, this fucking drought sucks.
He's just been high for 3 years and hasn't realized that the drought's over.
Yeah, he has a newspaper from 2010 that he found. It's like all yellow.
Those fires are amazing.
God, what's Obama going to do next?
We also got an email gripe of the week. Will you read this one?
Yes, I will. Baby on board, stickers on cars, which is a good George Carlin bit, actually.
Yeah, this is by a gripe.
Oh,
by
sorry.
Nick.
A gripe from Nick Raposa. Nick Raposa, market research and consumer insight.
Okay,
No,
don't tell me
kidding.
that.
I'm
Jesus
kidding.
Christ,
I
man.
wasn't going to go all the way through. He had his contact information at the bottom. Nick Raposa's gripe is baby on board, stickers on cars. 1, you're right. I was going to intentionally crash into you, but I won't because you have an infant. I'll target someone without a baby. Thanks for letting me know. 2, did you used to drive like an asshole, but now you have seen the light because of your infant? What's that say about your previous driving behavior? Get the hell out of the left lane if you want to drive slow.
What is this person's name?
Nick Raposa.
Nick is sarcastic as shit.
Shit, stop bragging about your infant and just drive like a normal human. Then we'll all be fine. First time griper, more likely to come. Been loving the podcast. Keep it up, guys. Nick Raposa.
Yay! Thanks, Nick.
So deeper issues, obviously. Can't procreate.
Yeah, he's sterile. Too much Mountain Dew when he was growing up. Too much yellow number 5 for Nick.
He's got his balls are just raisins. He doesn't have any
I get it
juice
though.
in him.
I don't think that little yellow
Do you think
sign's going to stop anybody
His
from
sperm are
fucking
in
up.
rascal
Did you drive
scooters.
differently once you had kids?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, and I never did the baby on board thing, or I drove like an asshole.
Yeah,
With
with,
the
or
baby
without
on
the
board?
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting there fast, kids.
Yeah.
I like
'Cause I don't
riding
want
with
you pissing
daddy.
your pants in my car.
Did you ever just end up just driving around because your kid fell asleep
Yep.
finally? That's a parent phenomena that always trips me
the
out.
car would make the boys fall asleep.
And so you just,
would go for
I
a
guess
drive.
we're going on the PCH
Oh,
tonight.
and then you get them in the house, and you finally walk in the door, and they wake up. You're like, oh, okay, getting back in the car.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do that, dude. I just keep thinking like
I did it a few times, and I was like, get the fuck out of here and go to sleep.
Fuck you.
I was never a negotiator with my kids. I hate it when I see parents negotiating. But if you don't, then this is going to happen, and then you want mommy and daddy to. No. You have to do this because I'm this big and you're that big, and I'll fucking kill you if you don't.
Yeah.
I think the sweet spot is the combo, right? Is like you need to do this because
you mean a right and a left hook.
You got to balance it out so the concussion's right in the middle.
And my kids tried things. My kids tried to I remember this one time my son tried having a fit in the mall in front of everyone. That was it. We're done with the mall. I grabbed him by the arm, took him out to the car, and we went home. And he's like, "Well, we're not going there anymore.
Yeah.
We're never going there again."
Yeah.
You ruined it.
You ruined it.
Yeah.
We're never doing that again.
Yeah.
And he never.
I dare you to throw a fit on your birthday.
Yeah,
You'll never have a birthday party again.
Ever. Actually,
You'll never have a birthday
he's
again.
he
You'll
still
just
thinks
stay
he's
7 forever.
Yeah, he's talking to a girl in a bar, drinking a whiskey, going, "I'm 7."
Yeah. I can't wait for my 8th birthday. Dad's going to take me to the mall finally on my 8th birthday.
You look like you have a lot of milk. Do 7-year-olds breastfeed? I don't know.
Nah, they
I mean,
should've.
with
No.
shitty moms, yeah.
I never stuck around to find
I've seen
out.
that episode of Dr. Phil.
You moved out when you were 7. You're like, I started my life when I was 7. I was legal to me. Krista Gray's gripe of the week is talking about comedy with someone who only tells you how yours could be better if only ellipse. You were more like them, essentially.
Yep, I get it. I agree.
Yeah.
I get notes from people
Who've been doing it like no time.
that I would never watch.
What's
And
the
it's
best note
and
you've
the
got?
note is always a way, and I always say the same thing. I go, "That's your humor." I wouldn't say it like that. So, but
Yeah.
thank you.
Have you just tried inserting more N-words?
I stop. I can't even tell you the best note I have because I stop them.
Oh, there's not the
yeah.
worst one where anybody's just said it before you could even do it?
It's always just a hacky. I'm like I don't even pay it close enough attention.
Yeah.
to remember.
Why don't you put your dick in it?
Yeah. You know what would be
Have you
funny
thought
is at
about-
the end of that thing you said?
Have you thought about fucking the stool?
Yeah, right. Oh man. Only at the Ha Ha Cafe. Anyway.
Well, yeah, you got to get a laugh somehow.
Dude, Jamar Neighbors has a bit where he flips the stool over, gets inside the middle of the stool, and he's like, he's fucking the stool that way.
Yeah, I remember workshopping that with him.
Yeah. And he's like, "Damn, y'all won't even let me fuck the stool no more." And he goes, "Everybody calling me hacky and shit, but this shit's funny."
Wow. Hey, confidence. Confidence is a big part of what we're doing.
I think I've plugged him 9,000 times on this podcast. He's like my favorite comedian.
I think he said he'd do it in July. I think he's gonna. So maybe we could do that.
Cool.
Yeah. Do you have a note that anybody's given you that was just the dumbest shit you've ever heard?
No, most of the notes are usually pretty right on because usually I've gone up there and done something a little too hardcore, and they're like, "Hey, maybe dial it back."
I had a comic.
And it's always like, "You're right."
I had a comic. One time I had a comic do this. I'm in the OR and it's like a Saturday night or something, and I had a great set. I get off stage and he's waiting for me, and he says, "Sit down."
Oh wow.
I picture him being like 15 years younger than you too.
And I know him, and he's not a paid regular at the store. He was just there, and he says, "Sit down," and he has fucking notes.
Oh
my God.
And I was like, "Hey man, I mean, I appreciate the hard work, but
No.
I'm not going to do any of that, you know." But it was the weirdest thing.
That sounds like the way it starts with somebody who's going to kill you.
Oh my god!
Like it's like
Well, see,
Stan.
But I think it's different when, like, if you have tags. Like, I think of tags all the time, and then I always ask people. I go, "Hey, do you take tags at all?"
Tags are fun.
Yeah.
Tags can help. Like I had an amazing tag given to me in India that I had no idea what he meant. He goes, "I do a bit where I talk about girls dressing up too much at the airport."
Yeah.
And the guy told me, he goes, "When you're in Mumbai, when you do that bit, say like a Delhi girl." And I'm like, all right. 15,000 people lost their minds when I said that. I was like, like a Delhi girl. I was like, whoa. You guys hate Delhi girls.
Russell was like, "Get rid of that fucking deli tag. You're making me work too hard."
he gave me another one, but it was in the in the local language, and I couldn't remember how to say it. So
Right.
He goes, it would kill. I'm like, I believe you, but I can't say those words. So,
I picture you just running through the streets after that, looking for him, like, give me more tags. Where are you?
and he's a local Indian comic.
Yeah.
It was. I was like, man, I actually hit him up online. I was like, it crushed. He goes, I know.
Is 15,000 people considered like a intimate room in India?
No, that's
No?
that's
What the fuck?
There's
What?
so many
That's
goddamn
just a
people
Russell.
there.
That's a good
There's
one.
so many goddamn people there.
okay. Damn, I was slow on that.
God,
one.
you both were.
I know, my bad.
Nobody understands me.
Matt Bellick's gripe of the week is dudes who wear shorts on airplanes.
If they're too short, I don't want to see that. Thigh, you know?
Yeah, the upper thigh.
Yeah.
I think if you
What
wear
if Too
knees
Short
fine.
was wearing too short shorts
That'd
on a
be kind
plane?
of cool.
if
Insta
too
story.
short, too
Oh,
short.
that's
good
why you're
short,
called
too-
Too Short.
Keep your shoes on the plane too. Keep your shoes.
Oh,
on.
keep your fucking feet in.
If you have socks on, fine. But if you're wearing,
I think your feet should be kept in a thing like a yonder bag, where somebody else has to unlock them before you can take them out.
Yonder shoes.
Where it's like,
that's so funny.
you got to get somebody else.
When
to-
you leave
And
your
have to
house,
tell
you,
you have to tell the flight attendant when you have an itch. I have an itch.
I have an itch. Could you unlock me? No, I can't.
We're in mid-flight, sir.
use it
Yeah.
on. You can scratch it from the outside.
Stick a pin in your cheek. It'll take your mind off it.
Brian would want people to have to get yonder bags when they leave their house. No, you
yeah,
never
funny.
let your feet out until you get back to your
Yonder
home
bags
soil.
are great.
Yeah,
Yonder bags are the greatest thing. there.
yeah.
Everybody needs to jump on that. Comedy clubs. They all, I mean,
Yeah.
Some of the complaint, because I have pitched it to several comedy clubs. The complaint is like the turnover on getting people out of their phones, but all they need is a designated person to
Right.
be able to do
The
that.
Hollywood Improv does it now.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
problem. They do it for their open mic.
yeah.
Isn't that
Love it.
amazing?
Yeah.
First time I saw that, I was like, "What? Why are they kidnapping their phones? That's awesome." I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
And being like
The
my age, how does fucking? A lot of times I can't wrap my head around how that shit works. But
Denver
then,
Comedy Works was the pioneer of that
I
shit,
love
dude.
it. That's a great room.
Yeah, and that's part of the reason why is like they're like fuck you. They basically put you at like an elementary school desk
Yeah.
where you sit down and you have a tiny little table and a cup holder, and then there's a small menu, and you give them your phone when you get in there, and it gets in a yonder bag, and they're like, no, fuck you, watch the show. Like there's no side
amazing.
sitting. Every single seat is facing the stage. Like they care. It's
Yeah.
amazing,
And
and
it
it's
makes
there's a
a
reason
huge
why it's like one
difference.
of the
Yes.
best comedy clubs in the
It's-
country.
Incredible.
You know Tom Allen, comedian?
No.
Probably shouldn't have said Tom Allen. Chad Goes Deep. My bad.
Not the other guy, but go ahead.
Yeah, Chad. He had a job with Yonder originally, and so he like when they were testing it out at comedy clubs, he got to go see all these incredible shows, just going around, and he was the guy who unlocked the Yonder bags. And I remember, so I heard about it when they were just testing it out.
Keymaster.
Yeah, it's brilliant when that came out.
That's so cool.
And now Louis has a piece of paper you have to sign too.
oh, really?
Yeah, he has a copyright, like you have to sign that you won't. If so, that way, if you because you can sneak two phones in. If you give somebody one phone, you can have another phone in. But if you put up footage of his show, you've literally violated a copyright. He could
Oh, that's
technically
amazing.
sue you. Yeah, pretty smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, Louis guy, he's always been ahead of his time.
He really has.
Except in some areas, I think
He's way ahead.
that shit's classic. That's very old school behavior, guys. I hate to break
He's
it to
so
you.
ahead, he looped back around from behind.
Yeah. Carmen, wait, I want to say something. You had one of the funniest off mic things about Louis where I'm just going to say what you said because I bet you don't remember it. But
Probably not.
like you said that because he was so obsessed with French filmmakers and being a French artist that he did all that like creepy sexual shit just to fully, completely become
To be a complete
a
film
French
noir,
filmmaker.
like all of those fucking French
Committing.
guys, they all had sex scandals. They all made films in black and white. They were all very edgy,
That's
and it's
missing
like
that one
that
thing.
was the one thing. And he finally and they're all fine. And Louis is fine. He finally became the French filmmaker he always wanted to fucking
That's
be.
hilarious.
Yes, he has a full French filmmaker fucking resume now.
He's dating a French woman who gets him. Like, okay, we get it. We
Yeah,
get it.
it's perfect. It was all everything this man's done has been engineered to him. Yeah,
He's a genius. He's a genius.
yeah, he's a French genius. His name's even Louis. Louis Ziguet.
Last one. Jaron Weiss's gripe of the week is having to pee in a stuck-up city. Have you guys ever been?
Yeah, San
denied?
Francisco.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Where
Like
they
where
don't
people-
give you bathrooms.
they
No
won't let
public
you-
bathrooms anywhere.
Where they won't let you. We have to buy something in order to pee somewhere or
Oh,
something
God,
like that.
Yeah, I'll just piss right there in front of the counter. Oh, really? All right.
Yeah, where do
Oh,
you
you
piss?
did that once in a fucking at a
A
movie.
video rental store?
He shit in the. He
I-
took a shit in the parking lot.
I said I have to shit, and the guy goes, "You can't. There's no bathroom." And I was like, "I'm going to shit my pants," and he goes, "There's no bathroom." I go, "Where do you shit?" And he said, "It's not for customers." And I was like, "So there's a bathroom?" And he's like, "You can't shit in here." And I go, "Okay." And I walked right behind his dumpster and just shit right on the ground in Berkeley, California.
Nice.
Yeah. I forget the video. I'd love to say that it was like it's still there. It's like an art house video rental thing on Telegraph.
So what is her gripe? How do you deal
Wipe
with
my
it?
ass with a McDonald's bag.
Have when you have to pee and they won't let you fucking pee anywhere.
Well, me, I just buy something.
Yeah. You buy the store. How great would it be? You can't. Sorry.
I can't piss. I just buy.
Now
I'm turning this whole store to a urinal.
Oh, my
Yeah,
brother, I
now
don't know
you're
what to do. I
my
just bought a
employee.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
Fucking expensive.
Now you're my employee and you're fired. I'm gonna piss on you.
I'll just tell him this is actually an episode of Undercover Boss. And I need to-
Who do you think got it? Who do you think had the best gripe between the Cali drought?
that one killed me. That's the funniest one.
They're talking about comedy.
Nick Raposa's angry road rage.
Yeah,
I
baby on
imagine that was
board.
all talk to text in the middle of rush hour.
Right?
Who do you think was the best?
period,
I
parentheses.
Like
The drought guy?
I like Drought Guy. That was funny.
Corey Engselby, you got gripe of the week for
Yeah, it's
that the
hilarious to
Cali
be angry
drought
about something that isn't happening.
is
Yeah.
really
And
fucking.
he's not going to remember he even put this gripe in. He's going to be like, what?
I think he actually.
What are you talking about?
When did I do that?
You know what it is? I think he's also been so stoned he forgot it was legalized and that they're taxing it now. Like you have to pay for
And
it.
he's still got a dealer.
Yeah.
Hey, you could buy it with a credit card, pal.
I hate waiting on my weed dealer. He always wants me to hang out. They're like, what?
Meanwhile, that guy's just at MedMin picking it up, overcharging him.
Yeah, he's just a delivery guy. I paid charging an extra $20 for bringing it to him. Well, Jason, thanks for coming on,
I
dude.
had so much fun.
Yay.
I'm gonna do it every week.
Yeah,
You're
that's
on your
fine.
third mic. Yeah. Good, because Brian gets tired of me. So it'll be a nice break. It'll be a nice break.
Awesome.
I'm not tired of you. I'm just tired.
I'm just tired. I'm a tired.
I'm
guy.
tired guy. I'm 7.
I'm tired. Worst superhero ever. Tired guy.
7. It's time for my nap.
Give me a titty so I can get a snack before bed.
Tell everybody where to find you on the internet.
I'm on the internet.
Where?
Instagram. I'm on Instagram at Jason Collings. JasonCollings. Jason Collings on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, and my website.
You on
is
TikTok
Jason,
yet?
I've seen the. Is that the one where they do the?
Yeah, where you just
Nah,
sing
I
along
will
shit.
never do that, and that looks annoying.
It's funny to me.
The
have
one
time?
thing that I thought,
Do we have time?
the one thing I thought of that was cool about it is like they were doing like people's bits. Like my friend Tommy Ryman has his comedy on there, and then there was somebody like sign languaging
That's
it.
cool. For some reason, the only things I'm seeing are these young girls like doing music videos of their favorite song or something.
Yeah.
That, but then like it was somebody sign languaging it, so people who can't.
That's cool.
You know what I mean? If you don't have all of your comedy captioned somewhere, then you can have
Yeah,
somebody.
but then you get a deaf fan base, and they're going to want to come out to see you. Now you got to have an interpreter on stage.
And they
I
can
don't
still-
want them
they're
as
laughing.
fans. I love them. I
No!
love. They can't hear it. They can't hear it. And they can't even lip read. I was facing this way, so it's not a problem. Listen, between us three, don't want deaf people at my shows.
Guys, thank you so much for listening.
That was awesome.
For all of those who can listen, thank you for listening. Make sure you guys write us a nice little review on the Apple Podcasts. We also have full entire video episodes on YouTube that you guys can watch. We have 2 premium episodes that will now be available on Patreon, so make sure you guys subscribe to the Patreon and get 2 bonus episodes a month. Follow us on all the assorted social media at No Sir Pod, at Jason Collings, at The Funny Carmen, at Brian J. Vokey. Go to nosirpod.com and listen to some archived episodes. Tell your fucking friends about it, please. We love the fuck out of you. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
No! What? Because I was married for 2 fucking years!
You're a cunt, Brian.
Fuck you, Carmen.
You're a cunt, Brian.
No, sir, I don't like it. No, sir, I don't like it.
Fuck you, Carmen.
You're a cunt, Brian.
No, sir, I don't like it.